Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Again, it's me, G, and I welcome you all for another new learning session here at my YouTube channel. Again, let's talk about today's vlog, all about light. And observe in the background, well, obviously that's a rainbow. But are you familiar with Aurora Borealis, or what you call the Northern Lights? Alright, this vlog particularly, so we will learn about the topic of light. And I'm sure that you will gain something out of this vlog. We will be talking about properties, colors, of course, and everything about light. Alright, so if you're interested, so keep watching this vlog up to the very end. Let's learn together. As usual guys, before we discuss our lesson, let me read first the learning competency as well as objectives. In this particular topic, the learning competency is explain the hierarchy of colors in relation to the energy of visible light. And these are the objectives. First, relate wavelength, frequency, and velocity to energy that carries. Second, explain the hierarchy of colors in relation to energy. And that's it. The day one focuses on properties and characteristics of light. Under the day one, here are the objectives. These are the objectives that we're going to achieve at the end of the lesson. First, investigate the colors of sunlight. Second, understand how light interacts with matter. And last, explain how colors of objects are perceived by the eye. Let me read first the introduction of the lesson. Light is a form of energy that travels in electromagnetic waves. The electromagnetic waves that our eyes can only see is visible light. Visible light is made up of different colors. The colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and indigo. Now that I have given already the brief introduction of the lesson, let me ask this question. What is light? We see light as colors and brightness. It's actually electromagnetic radiation, partly electric, partly magnetic, and it flows in a straight line and radiates. Where there are also questions like, where does light come from? First, it came from the sun and stars. But how do they make light? It all starts with atoms, a nucleus surrounded by electrons that orbit. Well, let's discuss one by one some of the important points for us to understand better about what light is. Okay class, let's begin now discussing about the properties of light. Let me begin with light as particle. Accordingly, a photon is like a particle but it has no mass. Think of a photon as a grain of sand. We see so many photons at the same time. It's like seeing all the sand on the beach. We don't notice the single grains. When light hits film in the film camera, it acts like photons. And that's the explanation, light as particle. What about light as wave? A wave has a wavelength, a speed, and a frequency. We'll learn more about wave behavior when we talk about polarization. All light travels same speed in a vacuum. The energy goes up as frequency goes up. Color depends on frequency. Wavelengths get shorter as frequency goes up. Let's proceed now to one property or characteristics, which is the speed of light. Light travels at 300 million meters per second. It takes 8 minutes for light wave or photon to travel from the sun to the earth. We see the moon because it reflects the sun's light. It takes 1 second for light reflected off the moon to reach the earth. And that's the speed of light. Next one is light and matter. When light hits something, it could be air, glass, a green wall, a black dress, it may be transmitted. If the thing is transparent, it may be reflected or scattered off mirror or raindrops. Absorbed off a black velvet dress. In your module class, you encounter questions like comparing or differentiating which one is a natural light and which one is an artificial light. And these are the given examples that you need to classify if that is a natural light or an artificial light. First, we have lightning, fireworks, laser, sun, magma, flashlight, firefly, stoplights, light bulbs, the stars. Again, your task is to differentiate now which one is a natural light and which one can be classified as artificial light. Okay guys, if you know the answer, just type your answer in the comment section and I will check that one after. In addition, light is a form of energy that can be detected by the human eye. Okay, we also have this visible light. It is a light wave that you can see. It is a mixture of all the colors of the rainbow. Alright class, another thing that we need to know about the properties of light is that light travel in straight lines. And of course, we know already in the previous discussion about the speed of sound and we believe that light travel faster than sound. Well, that's true. For example, thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning start at the same time, but we will see the lightning first. Another clear property of light is that light can create shadows. Shadows are places where light is blocked. Next is light travels in waves. A wave is a disturbance that transfers energy from one place to place. What characteristics do light waves have? Light waves are like other kind of waves. They have crest, throw, wavelength, frequency, and speed. However, light waves are electromagnetic. Light waves have a component that is electric and magnetic. We see things because they reflect light into our eyes. This is literally the only way we get to see things. All objects we see either create light or reflect light. So let's proceed now to the colors of light. As you can see in my background, it's a rainbow, right? So obviously it's a rainbow. So why is it that I use that one? Because it has something to do with our discussion about the colors of light. Okay, when all of the colors of the rainbow are combined, we do not see any particular color. We see light without any color. We call this combination of the colors of light white light. White light is a combination of all wavelengths with equal representation. Light travels in straight line or rectilinear propagation. Refraction is the bending or changing direction of a wave as it passes from one material to another. When white light or sunlight is made up of waves having different wavelengths and frequencies. Except when light passes through some materials, it can bend. Light refracts refraction. So let's proceed now to the colors of light. So we have this visible light spectrum. So if light waves are passed through a prism, it is refracted into a rainbow of colors, and each color has a different wavelength. Longer wavelengths refract less than shorter wavelengths. So, I mentioned a while ago about white light. It's a combination of different colors. So we have white light. The constituent colors of white light are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So as you can see in the constituent colors of white light are, okay, red has the smallest refraction and violet has the greatest refraction. Okay, why? Because each color has different wavelength, so the longer wavelengths refract less than a shorter wavelength. Okay, to wrap it up, here are the summary of our lesson. Properties of light. Light travels in straight lines and is a form of energy. Second, light travels much faster, 1,000,000 times faster than sound. Third, we see things because they reflect light in our eyes. Next, shadows are formed when light is blocked by any object. And last one, visible light is only a small part of the electromagnetic spectrum. The other parts are invisible to the human eye but not necessarily the eyes of other animals. And for the colors of light, each electron that jumps back emits one photon of light. And of course, the bigger the jump, the higher the energy. The energy determines color. A blue photon has more energy than red. Shine all the colors together and you get a white light. And for the reflection color, remember that white light contains all colors. And of course, let's not forget that white light is a combination of all colors and black is the absence of color. Before I end this vlog, I'd like to say thank you also to those who contributed this module, the writers of this module. Thank you very much for sharing this. This module helps our student a lot. And as I promised, the next topic that I will discuss to all of you is all about electromagnetic spectrum. I hope that you have learned something. And by the way guys, sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe sa aking channel, please do subscribe at least share ko rin sa inyo about some concepts about science that are very useful in our daily lives. That's all for today and bye everyone.